So, 2025 is almost over. I started the year feeling like I was kind of all over the place with my work. Too many things going on, too many materials, and honestly, that's partly just life as an art teacher. You're bouncing from one medium to another all the time because you've got to keep 13-year-olds engaged, and variety helps with that. But it doesn't do much for focusing your own work. Now, I'm not really a New Year's resolution person. If something's important, I figure you'll deal with it whether it's January 1st or not. But around this time last year, I could see retirement coming up, and that got me thinking. For a long time, my own work, personal stuff, even professional illustration, had taken a backseat to teaching. And look, I love teaching, I still do. But it felt like the right moment to shift things around and give myself a little more room. One of the first things I did was start clearing out distractions. Fewer materials, fewer ideas competing for attention. And when the school year wrapped up in May, I spent a few weeks boxing up old sketchbooks and tools and supplies, things I might use once a semester and then forget about. What I kept close were my sketchbooks, pencils, and pens. Those are my thinking tools. Most of my work revolves around spaces and places. Sometimes I'm sketching on location, other times I'm working from photos I've taken, and for the most part, over the past several months, gouache has been my go-to. I've been doing some oil paintings here and there just to mix things up, but I keep coming back to gouache. Cheap brushes, small pieces, lots of focus on composition and design. At some point, I decided to look back over the year and see what I actually had to show for it. I figured I'd try to find 9 color studies that felt like they pointed in the right direction. Just 9. That seemed reasonable. And it turns out I found more than 50. Seeing them all together was actually kind of reassuring. This work feels looser, which is important to me. I get frustrated when I overwork things and they start to feel precious. What I'm responding to now is design. Simple shapes, clear forms. Texture is starting to show up more, and I like how it supports these shapes instead of fighting them. And I'm still really drawn to strong graphic shadows, using light and dark to move the eye around the page. I've also been keeping everything small on purpose. Small means I can work quickly. I can experiment. And if something isn't working, I just turn the page and move on. Small work is easy to stack, it's easy to store, and it's easy to hang. And it's also pretty approachable for someone who wants to own an original piece without paying the price for a large painting. So yeah, 2025 is almost done. I'm not making any big resolutions. I'm just paying attention to what worked this year and trying to keep doing more of that. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with how it's going.